You doing to celebrate Black History Month? It's that time of year again. It's February where there are so many events going on. This year it's virtual due to us going through a pandemic. So many social media posts, so many people talking about Black History Month. But today I wanted to talk about three ways that you can support businesses and Black organizations during Black History Month. Why? Because at the moment, especially during this time, many businesses are suffering due to the pandemic and the downturn. And we want to make sure that we are helping those businesses thrive despite the circumstances. And why the focus on Black businesses? Because at the moment, they're the ones that are not necessarily doing as well as they could be. And it's Black History Month, and I just wanted to highlight this. So, number one, how can we support Black businesses more? Well, this is important to me because as a business owner and entrepreneur, I do have a business, and I don't have a business if no one buys my services. I help mid-level professionals to communicate their brand so that they can advance in their career. If no one wants to buy my services or come to my workshops, then there's no one in my business. There's no one to support in my business. And even if you're not in a position to necessarily buy businesses, services, or products, or you may not even be interested, or they're not relevant to you, that you could always help them with their branding and communicating their brand by sharing with your community, your network, because you don't know who in your network may be interested in their products or services. So, that's a great way to amplify Black businesses, tell other people about them, and that could be word of mouth, that could be sharing a post on social media, liking their posts. Those are a great way to amplify their businesses without necessarily buying their products or services. Another way is to support Black organizations that are non-profits. Again, due to funding cuts, a lot of those organizations are suffering. And so, a great way to support them is through donations, is an obvious one. And again, if you're not necessarily in a position to donate, again, it's also communicating to your network about these organizations. There's so many great causes, and we do not want them to not exist anymore because of funding, which unfortunately is away with a lot of non-profits. If they don't have the funding coming in, then it is harder for them to sustain and continue to help the people that they're working with. And again, if you're not necessarily donating, you could you could volunteer your time. I am volunteer for a non-profit Black Professional Association, the Canadian Association of Urban Financial Professionals. I sit on the board, and I help them with the social media content. And this is my second year on the board. Last year I was doing programming. So, there's some ways, if you've got some time, to help organizations, to help them move forward, which very much is needed. And most importantly, I'm talking about supporting Black businesses and non-profit organizations during Black History Month. But these businesses and organizations exist all throughout the year. So it's not just in February to support them, it's 365 days a year. And if we want to see them continue and thrive, that is what we need to do. So whether it is you decide that you pick a business, a Black business that you want to support, whether it's because you genuinely like their products, or perhaps even if it's something that you're buying anyway. Everyone needs to eat. If there's any Black restaurants that are doing takeout, or any delivery services, such as your weekly groceries that are Black owned, those are easy ways to support Black businesses for for items that you are getting anyway. I mean, of course, if there's other products and services that you need or like, definitely support them, but it's starting small with things that you already need and looking at black businesses that are delivering those products and services. Likewise, with non-profit organizations, if there is an organization that holds dearly to your heart, whether it's a black professional organization, a youth education, mental health, there's so many different causes to help, whether that's through donations or through volunteering your time. Again, as I said, these organizations need your support and help 365 days a year, not just 28 days in February. So that's what I'm just saying to you this month, is to support black businesses and organizations throughout Black History Month and beyond. And with that said, my call to action for you is, if you like this video, please like this post, share it with your connections, like my future posts coming, go back and like other posts that I've done previously. Anyway, thanks for listening today, and remember, support black businesses and organizations through Black History Month and beyond.